Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday the 21st, I believe, and we're heading to Clearwater. I was about to say Tampa. We're heading to Clearwater to go ahead and do a quick collab. I have a friend who's an artist, and I've kind of gotten the idea I wanted to create something very cinematic with her. Just capture her in her element doing what she loves to do. So we're gonna head out there, we're gonna capture, and I'm gonna show you guys some behind the scenes of that too as well. So stay tuned for that. I'll be heading out here shortly, so I'll see you guys when I get there. All right, bye. All right, guys, so we went ahead and made it here. Currently, right now, we're just in our studio. We're just setting up. I'm using the Fuji X-T3, and I'm actually shooting with my rig for the first time with the V-mount battery. And I was using mostly prime lenses like the 35mm f1.4, the 56mm f1.2. I was using haze in the can just to kind of make the atmosphere and try to bloom out the highlights. Here, actually, I forgot my step-up ring. If not, I would also use my Pro Mist filter with these two lenses. I did use it with my 16 through 55 f2.8 lens, so I can get more of that softening look and just blooming in the highlights and stuff like that. But here currently we're just doing something really quick. She's just painting and going through it. She's not really going kind of crazy with it. We just on a 2-hour span, so this behind the scenes is really just showing within what we did within those 2 hours. So I did a little bit of photography, but I mainly focused on video, and everything was recorded using the Ninja 5. I was using ProRes HQ. I think that codec is good, but it does take up a lot of memory, so I only had really 30 minutes worth of B-roll shot when shooting in 4K 60. So I got a lot of different shots here, just going in and out, and I'm just gonna play some the actual video that I did make, and you guys have seen it already, you probably have, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on here real quick. But yeah, mostly these shots, just getting the detail, the expression of what she's doing, and just kind of, you know, just highlighting her skill, when she's really good at. And she's a very talented artist, and actually I've collabed with her as a model doing other stuff, but really being able to capture her in her element was something pretty cool, and definitely different from what I'm accustomed to shooting. So this was really nice to do and just experiment. Now, so that's pretty much it. So this was Tuesday that we did this in the morning, and kind of going from there. And so the next couple clips, actually, you guys are gonna see here shortly of today. Really, today is actually Friday, and September 25th, when I'm doing this voiceover, and I actually got a new camera. And so if you guys stick just a little bit longer, you guys are gonna be able to see that, or just skip through, see the new camera that they bring in. Now, if you guys have any question of what I did shoot, I mostly shot everything handheld with a Fuji X-T3. I did use my Manfrotto monopod just for certain shots or panning movements, so I can get out of this. But if you guys have any questions specifically to this shoot, leave me some comments down below, and I'd love to answer it. And I'll love just to help you guys and see what I can do for you guys. So thank you so much. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today is Friday. The shoot went really well, from the behind the scenes you guys got to see. But today my new camera has arrived, and I'm about to go over here and just kind of show you guys over there where the mailbox is at, and go pick up my new camera and unbox it right here during this vlog. And let's find out which camera it is. Is it the Fuji X-T4? Is it the Sony A7 III or the Canon R5? So let's go ahead and find out. It's one of those three. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna make my way over there, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we have the box here. I'm about to go ahead and open it and just see which camera it is that I decided to purchase and go with. Quick points. Reason why I picked this camera: shoots 4K 60, 10-bit. You can do 422. The other aspect is that it had a flip out screen. Right now I'm shooting with my Fuji X-T3, and I don't know if I am in focus or not or anything. I'm just going off of the lens combo and body that I'm using. So it's gonna be nice to be able to see myself as I film. Purchased it as a third camera for my business. Now that things have gotten better, I need another camera. And also I can be able to use it for YouTube and just create a little bit easier content. I'm still gonna be making content with the GoPro, especially when I'm like vlogging and going out to places where I don't want to have a bigger setup, and this really solves the issue for doing that. So let's go ahead and just unbox it right now. That's a fail right there. Alright, let's see what you guys guessed. Which camera did I decide to purchase? Now, have you already seen it? You've seen it, but if you haven't, and this is why I want to flip out screen so I can see what's in frame. I don't know if you guys saw it already, but I'm pulling it out right now. And if you guessed the Fuji X-T4, you guessed right. It was a no-brainer just to stick with the same brand with Fuji. And I love Fuji. I have the lenses I'm fully invested into their system. The Sony A7SIII was another close competitor camera that I looked out to purchase. However, I would need to spend a lot more money to buy lenses and buy some other accessories, which I've already sold all my Sony gear. So no going back now. I'm sticking all the way with Fuji. I think I would purchase a cinema camera like the Canon C70 that just came out, but that'll be later down the line if I'm more solidified as a commercial company that I do more of those type of productions and stuff, or more of those clients consistently. Currently I'm more of a hybrid shooter, so that's why I love the Fuji X-T3 and why it was a no-brainer to go with the Fuji X-T4 right now. So let's go ahead and unbox it. It's gonna be like the first time for me, obviously. I haven't had this camera, and I picked the black version because it only made sense to stick with all black. And ooh, this is cool. See all it comes with. So get Luminar 4 and get that courtesy of Fujifilm. Thank you, thank you. Capture One, all that good stuff. I personally use Lightroom. I love it. I have no complaints with it. I'm not a pixel peeper, so, and I shoot mainly video. Ooh, now I'm grabbing the Fuji X-T4. Okay, let's see. I like the grip. It's a lot better from the Fuji X-T3. It does feel different, actually. It feels different in the hands for sure. It looks really similar to my X-T3. Obviously not much has changed truly in the front of things, but the grip is definitely nicer. I do wish it still had doors like the X-T3 does that you can remove and attach it or detach it from, but this is cool. Personally, I don't like these things, so these things are coming off ASAP. But the grip is better. One of the things, if you kind of shake it, you feel the in-body stabilization unit in there move around. But overall, I'm very happy with that grip. Before, I can't stand the Fuji X-T3 grip. That's why I have a little cage, not a cage, but a metal battery grip to give me a deeper grab. But this is nice. This is nice. Go and open the sensor. I like that too. I'm gonna be making some reviews about both cameras from my perspective and how well it does. I expect the image quality to be the same, really. I'm not expecting anything different. What I am expecting differently is this usability with the camera and stuff like that. So let's see what other accessories come in here. We have a USB-C to USB-C cable. We have the battery. This thing is huge compared to the regular Fuji battery. And I also bought 2 additional extra batteries from Power Extra to go along with this. So that's plenty of juice right there. Well, this is awesome though. It actually included a power bank. That's actually pretty nice. Most camera manufacturers aren't adding that either, just give you the cable, that's about it. Oh, this camera strap is really nice actually. Wow. Oh wow, yeah. This is definitely a lot better than the... See, this one's a little bit more comfortable type of strap, while the other one that I do have here, if I can reach it and move the box. Well, this one's like more leather, and this is a lot more padded.
so softer. But I'm never gonna be using it, but at the same time, this thing is really nice. So I do like this. I think I might use it. I might, I don't know. I don't use the other ones so far, so we'll see. Put this back in here. I'll leave that there. Do that later off camera. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the X-T4. The flip out screen. Gotta love that, man. What I really like is it has still a movie mode up here, those dials. I can switch around. You know, it's been a while since I've ever been excited to get a camera. And personally right now, I'm not too excited just because I already know the camera system and body. It's not like when I bought my first camera. Oh, why didn't I turn it on? All right, must be out of battery or power. But I do want to go ahead and start using it and test it out and take it out in the field. There we go. So the battery from the box had no power. Back. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna set up the camera real quick and then talk a little bit more about it. All right, first impression so far, I went ahead and attached, I don't know what these things are called, the button for the shutter button. Remove those things, those straps were ugly, kind of hideous. And I did apply a screen protector on the screen too as well that I purchased. But so far, it feels different. I feel like maybe because I've been used to using my Fuji X-T3 with the external battery grip and it has a heavy feel to it. But I don't know, it feels like it's not as heavy or as solid, even though it's heavier than the X-T3. It's just a little bit different. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about it. I just got the camera. I actually have a shoot. It's 11:12. At 12 p.m. I have a shoot. So I'm gonna probably just take my X-T3 just because I want to set the menu of this and take my time with it and I speed it before I start doing some client work. But so far I am I'm happy, but I'm not like wow because I have the X-T3, so it's not like a big old jump when it comes to image quality or anything of that nature. It's just it has some usabilities in which I really want to have. The flip out screen is pretty cool, so I'm excited probably start vlogging with it today and see how that's gonna be like. I had this Sony ZV-1, but this is a whole different game because now I can interchange camera or lenses. So that's gonna be fun and exciting. So I'll come back later on this vlog and just probably might just start vlogging with the X-T4. I also have to update it too as well. I know that there's an update for it and that needs to be done. So make sure I am using the camera up to spec and the way it should be. But see you guys here shortly. I'll be back. All right guys, so I'm vlogging with the Fuji X-T4. I've actually went ahead and I took it to do a photo shoot with me earlier, and I was extremely impressed on the photography side how it performed. And this is the first time I'm actually using it for video, and it's pretty cool seeing myself being tracked with the eye focus right here. So far I've seen the big difference. I think that when I first packaged the X-T4 wasn't really like, you know, jittery and all excited about it because, you know, I've seen reviews about this camera and it's already been out. And you know, until you really have something you get to play with it, then you really get to see what it really does and what's capable of. And now that I'm able to actually use it and have it in hand, it's a world of a difference. The X-T3, when it comes to autofocus for photography, so far this is just first impressions, amazing. The 15 frames per second when shooting is amazing. It's really nice. I love the new sound of the shutter, the way it clicks, everything it goes. It's completely different. One thing I have to say, the grip is nice. It's a lot better, but I still am gonna purchase a grip extender just to make it bigger because I'm a bigger guy, so it just makes sense for me to do it. And right now I am vlogging with the 16 through 55 millimeter f2.8, and I am really enjoying this setup for the Fuji, and I am vlogging with the video Pro Plus, I think it's called. So I'm gonna probably use it with a Rode because it just makes more sense. It's a lot more lighter using the setup for vlogging. But these are just first impression. IBIS is on, so you know, if you see jitters, you're probably gonna expect to see jitters. If not, then you know, cool. I'm gonna look forward to seeing it. And I did update the Fuji X-T4 to the 1.1 software update, so you know, it's pretty nice. I think the autofocus is definitely a lot better. In the photography side, a lot better, because I went to do some headshots and some action shots, and I used the 56 1.2 and the 35 1.4, and we all know that that lens is not crazy when it comes to autofocus. It's not as good, but it still did a great job in tracking using that lens, because we all know those lenses are not good for continuous focus, and actually performed really well. And so that really just made me happy and inspired on the photography aspect of it. And then for the video, I was going through the different frame rates and different options, and I was impressed how you know, I can record different bit rates and things of that nature that most people are not talking about in the review. So I'm excited to go dive deeper into that and experiment with it, and just see, you know, talk about things that people haven't really talked about. I was also impressed with the classic negative film simulation that I got to mess around just a little bit. So there's a lot of promising things with the Fuji X-T4. I'm happy I finally purchased it. I got it, and you know, sometimes you have buyer's remorse. And obviously I just got the camera, and like, how the hell are you gonna have buyer's remorse? Well, when it kind of just felt like the same thing, you're like, eh. But now that I actually got to use it and experimenting and actually, you know, give it a chance, I was really, I'm really impressed, to be honest. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. When I do the full review, I'm gonna spiel and talk all about it and compare it really to the X-T3 and the A7 III, because I did have that camera. You know, I sold my last one in the beginning of this year. So it's gonna be fun to just talk about that and see where the X-T4 fits. But right now, I'm just loving it. This thing is the king of APS-C cameras. I said it, and I'll say it again, it's the king of it. So I love the flip out screen, love to be able to see myself. It just gives me more confidence to talk and, you know, use this camera for YouTube and for my business too as well. But that's about it. That's gonna end this vlog or this whole video. See you guys on the next one, and I'll start talking a little bit more about what the X-T4 has to offer. All right, see you guys. Peace.